Migration Conversations is a podcast that invites persons to share their migration stories. Hosted by myself, Professor Jamie Liu, each episode is an in-depth conversation with people who have experienced the Canadian immigration system or other migration regimes up close. We talk to migrants, immigrants, lawyers, policymakers, advocates, and experts. We hope that these conversations shed light on the challenges migrants face through their own voices. In today's episode, we are speaking with Ebrahim Toure, a former immigration detainee in Canada. Ebrahim Toure was in maximum security prison for 6.5 years, but he did not commit any crimes in Canada. While he was detained, the Immigration and Refugee Board reviewed the decision to detain him every 30 days. He was denied release 72 times in a row. The Toronto Star reported that in 2015 to 2016, Toure was one of 6,596 migrants in immigration detention in Canada. 201 of those detainees were children. 114 of those were held in detention for over 3 months. 33 were held in detention for over 1 year. Immigration detention is costing taxpayers more than $58 million a year, or roughly $250 per detainee per day. No One is Illegal conducted a study showing that detainees have less than 1% chance of release when they are held in detention for 6 months or longer. In September 2017, the Immigration and Refugee Board commissioned an audit of long-term detention reviews. The report was scathing and led to the IRB taking steps to change the way it reviews detentions. As you listen to Ebrahim talk about his experience, consider the reasons Ebrahim was told he had to stay in prison, the process that evaluated the decision to keep him there for 6.5 years. I also invite you to think about how Ebrahim, a stateless person who had not been charged with any criminal offense, was treated by Canada's immigration legal system, and what is it about this system that kept him in prison for so long. I wanted to start, Ebrahim, by thanking you for sharing your story, because I know you've had a very challenging time in Canada.
Definitely.
Yeah, and I want to ask you if you could first tell me where you were born, where your life began.
Well, I was, because I was born in what I know myself. Africa, we don't have no date birth, like that. Because where I was born, I was born in West Africa, Guinea. It was small. It's a small village called Mamu.
Okay.
That's how I was born.
And where did you grow up, Ebrahim?
Well, I grew up Guinea, Gambia, Senegal, Sierra Leone. I go all of them,
Mm-hmm. I've been to Sierra Leone, so I'm familiar with West Africa.
Yeah, it's in West Africa, yeah.
Mm-hmm. So, Ebrahim, when did you come to Canada, and why did you decide to come to Canada?
Because the reason I came to Canada, when you live in a place is danger. You want to go someplace, your life be safe. That's why I choose Canada to come to here. When I was in Africa, we have a civil war, people dying. I see they kill people in front of me. My eye, my own uncle, my father, his brother. Afternoon, I see them, people come in the car, they shoot him, they kill him. I have a wife pregnant with almost 7.5 month pregnant. They come into my house, take a knife, shot her, kill all my wife and my baby. I see 2 men. So it's time to me to go leave Africa. But I was thinking that maybe when I come to Canada, I'm safe. So I come to Canada, I have difficult time. Very, very difficult. Because when I say my life is danger in Africa, I thought maybe when I come to Canada, I'm going to be safe. But when I come to Canada, I see too many difficult time. I never witnessed. And when I hear Canada back home, when you hear the Canada back home, we think everybody rich here. You're not a criminal, you're safe. That's what we're thinking. But you never know things till he rich. Because they treat me here too bad. 6.5 years. I'm living a maximum secret jail. Maximum. People kill people. I'm living with those people. People robbing people. They beating women. They give them long time jail. They put me on those people for 6.5 years. No freedom, no visitor. It's better. When I was in Africa, it's more better than that. I think so. When I was in Africa, maybe they kill me over here. My family, they see my body. It's okay. But when I was,
Sorry,
right.
Ebrahim. I'm really sorry to hear that you've experienced all of this back in your country of your birth in West Africa.
Oh yeah.
Also here in Canada. But I wanted to maybe if you could tell listeners when it was you came to Canada and tell me what you were hoping your experience would be like in Canada and what you first did when you first came here.
When I was in Africa, I leave Africa 2011 and February 18. I fly from my country to France to Montreal. After Montreal, I come to Toronto in February 23rd, 2011. I reached Toronto February 22nd. I went to the refugee center on 23rd because at that day I was sleeping the road. I don't know nobody. I reached in the immigration center. It was February 23rd.
It must have been very cold for you if you were sleeping on the road.
It was so cold. It was so cold. Very, very cold. It was very, very cold. So I went there. When I come to Montreal, I get up in the airport. I don't have no jacket. I have like suit, Those suits look like summertime suit. So in the airport, I was coming out. The guy saw me. He saw me on my suitcase. He said, "Where you going?" I said, "I'm going outside." He said, No, don't go outside. It's too cold." I said, "Where am I gonna go?" He said, No, hold on. He sit down. I sit down. He went somewhere in the car, in the trunk. He bring me jacket. Jacket. It was I still remember the jacket. It was a Montreal hockey team jacket. Montreal hockey team jacket. He gave me. He said, "Wear this one." I wear that jacket. I went outside. I went to the bus stop. I said, "Let me go to Toronto." Because where I went from, they speak French over there. I want to have some different tests, maybe English. I said, "Let me come to Toronto, have different life." So when I came to Toronto, I went to refugee. So they take me to the shelter. When my first shelter I went, I say the shelter, they put me in downtown. Since that time, they started policing me. The shelter is like everybody there is crazy. They're fighting, they're smoking crack, they're smoking cigarettes, they're smoking marijuana, whole night fighting. I stayed there 3 weeks in the shelter. One day in the morning, I was sitting. The lady saw me. He said, "Come here." He said, "What are you doing here?" I said, "They're bringing me here." He said, "Who?" I said, "From refugee center." He said, "Are you refugee here?" So why are you here? They don't supposed to put you here. He said, "Okay, give me your name." I saw him in my ID, copied. He went there. He come back about 2 hours time. He said, bring your stuff. They bring my stuff. They take me to another shelter. So I'm still like that. I do refugee.
So you made a refugee claim, Ebrahim, and
in Toronto, yeah.
In Toronto, and
yeah,
when was the hearing, the refugee hearing?
When I went to the refugee hearing, that day, the judge said that to my lawyer. She said, "I don't make my mind today, but we're gonna write you later." I said, "Okay." We left in the courtroom, so I went my house. So they gave me the temporary working permit. I was working. So immigration say that to me. They wrote me letter, go report every month. But I was waiting for that report because I'm here. And any action they give me, I have to take that action. I said, no problem. But I live with my friend. We have 2 rooms, but he have mailbox key. When they put him, they say they wrote me letter. My friend said he never see the letter. So I was coming from work at night time around 12:30. So I was hungry. I want to buy pizza. The police stopped me. He said, how are you? I said, I'm okay. He said, what's your name? I gave him my name. He said, no, he was looking for somebody. And then he asked me, what's your date of birth? I gave him my date of birth. He said, you know why? You're not a criminal. But immigration, they want to talk to you. They put you hold on you. I said, why? He said, no, I don't think it's any problem. They want to talk to you. That's it. I'm going to take you over there. He said, but I'll let you eat your pizza. And then I take it. I said, how can I eat that pizza? No, I can't eat that pizza. Take me. He just arrest me. They take me. When they take me to immigration, that was February 20, this same to my birthday, February 23rd in 2013. Okay.
So 2 years after you arrived in Canada,
Yeah,
you were arrested.
I'm arrested.
And
So
this was after your refugee hearing, and you were not
yeah,
given refugee protection. You were not granted refugee status.
yeah. So when they arrest me, they take me to some place. But February 23rd, March 26th, they say, well, they're gonna deport me back to Africa. I said, okay. So February, March, August 26th, they put me in the airplane. No, 28. They put me in the airplane, but with the way they take me back to Africa, we reach Africa. The Africa sending me back because they never go to my consular, give him a travel document and verify me who I am. They just make it their own travel document, emergency travel document. They put my picture in there. They buy my ticket. They put 2 police on top of me. CBSA police from here to Africa. We fly Toronto to Paris to Guinea. When we reach Guinea, so they take me to the immigration Guinea. They say, this guy is from Guinea. Okay, they say, what the paper? They give me they take the paper, they make it their own. They give it to Guinean immigration. He said, this guy. Guinea immigration said, listen, you guys say from Canada, CBSA, yeah. Why you guys come from all the way to Canada to here? You never go to your consulate to Ottawa. Give you travel document and verify the guy who he is. You guys did that? He said no. He said we cannot take this guy. You have to take the guy back. Okay. So when they bring me back, okay, CBSA told me that now we come back, you don't have no hope. Your hope is in prison. I said, why? He said, you have to go to prison. We're not gonna let you out. Maybe you're gonna die there. Maybe you're gonna die there.
Ebrahim, can I just ask some questions just to make it clear that I understand that you were arrested on February 23rd. They held you in detention until March when they put you on a plane to fly you to Guinea. And they wanted to return you to Guinea, but Guinea refused to take you. And Guinea said you were not a citizen of Guinea. And so does that mean you're stateless? You're not a citizen of any country right now?
Right now, no one know. They said that Guinea said no. They say I'm from Gambia. They went to Gambian consular. Gambia consular said no. So now I don't know where. I don't know.
So right now you have no citizenship anywhere.
No.
Okay. And so you came back to Canada in March,
Yeah.
and the CBSA officer told you that you're going to be put in detention for a
No.
long time.
He said now we're gonna take it to the prison.
To the prison.
Yeah, prison. We're gonna take it to the prison. So you're gonna be over there on your own. Okay. So when I was sitting, they came. We were sitting after them. They called me, say, let's go someplace. We go someplace. They hang off me, my hand, my waist, and my leg. They put me in the truck. So when I enter the truck, I didn't see no way to reach where I'm going. Because that truck is a prison. When you enter the inside the truck, you can't know nowhere where you are. So I'm in the trunk to prison. They're taking me to the Lindsay. It's a 2.5 hour.
They took you to Lindsay.
Yeah, Lindsay, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like almost 3 hour drive. So when I reach over there, they tell me that they're taking my clothes out. They give me the prison clothes. They put them in the inside.
Did they tell you why you were going to the prison, Ebrahim? Did you ask them, why are you sending me there?
The guy say now, because they went to Guinea, Guinea refused me. So I don't have no home. My home is a prison. That's it. He said that's why we do Canada.
He told you this is what we do in Canada.
Yeah, that's it. CBSA told me that. That's what we do in Canada. We don't know who you are. You put in the prison forever.
Because we don't know who you are.
Yeah. So we don't know what country you're from. We're gonna put you forever.
So
But that's
when you got to the prison, did they tell you could call a lawyer or call a friend? What did you do when you got there?
When I reach in the prison, I don't know nothing. I don't speak English. Okay? So I'm sitting in the prison. I don't know what I'm doing. So every month they make like this. CBSA choose some member and CBSA member. You know, they came sit down in the room. Okay, when they came in the room, I'm on Lindsay there in the Toronto in the video. When I came in the video, I sit down. I cannot sit down. As soon as I come in the room, the lady say, Mr. Ture, okay, we decide come back next month. I didn't know nothing. I just returned. Hey, what happened? It's so quick. I said, they said next month. They did that almost like 1 year.
So Ibrahim, if I understand correctly, you're talking about the process by which they review your detention. So every 30 days you appear in front of the Immigration Refugee Board by video conference. And every time you appeared in front of them, did they give you a chance to talk or explain yourself?
I don't have no lawyer. I can talk. I just go there when I open the door. I enter the room. I want to sit down. No, Mr. Ture, don't sit down. Come back next month.
So it was very quick. It was a very quick interaction. And they basically decided they're going to keep you in the detention.
The intention.
So for every 30 days you went, and they just did this very quick process and just told you you're staying in the detention.
The same person, the same lady and the same guy, they come together every month. So I've been doing that long time. When I went inside, it was a prison guard. He's a good guy. He said, why every time you go to this place, you go 1 minute, you come back? I said, they told me that come back next month. He said, okay, I'm going to give you advice. I said, yes. Next time you go, tell them, no, I want to talk. Tell them I want to talk. Don't just talk on yourself. Why? Told them I want to talk. I said, okay. I went there, it was like 6 months, 7 months. I went there again. when I came, the same lady, the same guy. He said, Mr. Ture, can you come next month? I said, no, I want to talk to you guys today. Why? Do I kill somebody? I'm not a criminal. Why you guys teaching me like this? He said, no, Mr. Ture, we know, but come back next month. I said, no. Can you guys talk to me? Why you guys kicking me in the prison? I mean, live with the people, danger. They fight every day. Even if you don't want to fight, they fight with you. Because those guys, they are criminals, total criminals. You know?
Ebrahim, so I
huh?
want to clarify. So you have never been charged with a criminal offense in Canada, is that
No
correct?
way in the world.
So you were
No.
in prison with people who had a criminal record, who were convicted of criminal activities.
Big criminals.
Can you
Big criminal.
So can you tell me what the conditions were like in that facility?
Oh, on the SLS, there are small room, tiny room. They have 3 people. One in up, one in the floor, bed, one in the floor. Your toilet is right here by your head. One is you 3 people sitting in a small room from here to here. You can walk. Just sit down in your bed all day. We want to use toilet. You told the guys, can you turn your back? I want to use toilet. They say, hurry up. You hurry up. You floor sit down right there. And then what they do a lockdown. Sometimes 3 weeks. I'm talking to you honest. 3 weeks. I'm sitting in the small room, no shower. I can't call nobody. I can't do nothing.
So a lockdown, just to be clear, a lockdown means you're staying in your cell without coming out.
It just sitting in your cell. No TV, no nothing. You can't shower, you can't do nothing. Life was hard for me in Canada. It was very, very hard. I see too many things in Africa, my eye. But here, they teach me a lot in the life. A lot.
Can you tell me, you said you were in prison for 6.5 years. What did that do to your health? Can you tell me how that impacted your health?
Oh, okay. Thank you very much. You asked me that. When I was in the prison, I'm still have it. I'm still have it. When I'm sitting, I'm talking. The guy I was same style. He's a good guy. He have a lot of criminality, but he have personality for. He make mistake. He talk to me a lot. When I'm talking, he asked me, he said, Mister, in night time you screaming. He talking. What happened? What you seen? I said, I didn't know. He said, yeah, he needed help. So they talked to the doctor. He said, this guy needed help. The doctor said, I'm gonna bring the psychology doctor. They come and see you. One day they called me, they said, doctor wanna see you. I went there, it was a lady and man. When I went there, I talked to them. The guy said, Mister, you have too much problem in your head right now. You have mental problem, big mental, you need help. Who are gonna talk to? You need help. You have mental problem. I can't sleep at night. I've been sitting all night. I can't sleep. I've been talking by myself because when I'm leaving those guys in the cell, they tell me what they do in life, very dangerous. So when I listen to those conversations, they making me like changing my life. I'm sitting them. So I don't know what to do. I even live with one guy. One day I'm sitting here outside. I see him. He went to the court. Malloy. His name is Malloy. That guy, he killed 4 people, his family. 4 people. I was living with him in the cell almost 3 years. I didn't know who he is. He's a nice guy. He talked to me nice. He buy me stuff. But I didn't know what he'd do. When I come outside, I see him. He went to court. He agreed he gonna go life in prison. He killed 4 people, his family. I was leaving this guy. And then some people came. I was leaving them. They told me what they do. When I hear those things, I never witnessed all these things before my life. When I hear those things, it changed my life. I'm still have problem because people, they see you walking, they think you're okay. I'm not okay right now. I have problem. When even now, I'm talking, I'm laughing in the road. I'm sitting by myself, I laugh. People say, why are you laughing? I say, I'm not laughing. You say, you laughing. You have problem.
Ibrahim, that sounds so upsetting to hear that it's affected you so deeply, and I'm not surprised it does. I'm wondering if you could tell me, when you were there, did you have any idea that you would be there for 6.5 years?
No, I'll be honest, I didn't think it was gonna be like that. I didn't think it was gonna be like that. When I stayed there too long, I don't think it was gonna be like that. Because when I was there, some people, the students, they call themselves no one legal. Yes,
No one is illegal. Yes.
Yeah, yeah. Group is in Toronto. They are Canadian citizen, so they helped me a lot.
Yeah, can you tell me the process of how you came to their attention and how you got a lawyer? It sounded like you didn't have a lawyer at the beginning of your
I don't
time
have
there.
no lawyer. I don't have no lawyer. The people see me in there. They see me. Say, Nisa, how are you fighting those people? You don't have no lawyer. That's how I get a lawyer, because I don't go to school. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, so somebody give him my number to this lawyer, McDonald Scott. McDonald Scott, he came from Toronto, take bus, come and see me. When I saw him, he said, "How are you?" He said, "Are you Ebrahim?" Yeah.
So who gave McDonald Scott your number?
I think one of the worker in the prison guard.
Oh, okay. So one of the guards gave
One of the guards called McDonald Scott. Said that
okay.
we have one guy here. I think he needed help.
Okay.
Yeah. So when he came and see me, he said, they called me, they say, "Lawyer, come and see you." I said, "Lawyer?" I said, "What?" So I went there, I sit down. He asked me, your name? I said, "Ebrahim."
How long were you in prison for before you spoke to a lawyer?
It take a while. I forget the time, but it been a minute.
No. Like how many years were you in prison before you
Almost
got to
almost 1 year, 9 months, 1 year, almost 2 years.
almost 2 years?
Almost 2 years. I don't have no
Almost two
lawyer.
years, and then you spoke to a lawyer.
I spoke to a lawyer. He come and see me.
Okay, he came to see you, and then what happened?
He come and see me. He asked me what happened. I told him that. He said, "No, they cannot do that to you." I said, "Yes." He said, "Okay, I want to come to your next hearing." That's okay. So he came in the next hearing. So when he sit down, he said that he's representing me. He said, "Okay." He said he want to know about what's the problem. No, they say, because this guy, we don't know who he is. We scared to listen. When he gonna listen, he gonna run. My lawyer say, think this guy gonna run. He gonna stay in the prison here. Why he gonna go?
Yeah, so you understood that the reason they were keeping you in prison is because they thought you were a flight risk, that you were going to run, and your lawyer said, where is he going to run to?
My lawyer said that where he gonna go?
Yeah.
Told me where he gonna go.
And what did they say when your lawyer said that?
The lawyer said that, the only lawyer said that they make courtroom quick. They make a decision. Say, next time I can come back in the courtroom, so you are flight risk. We don't have too much time, so we come back next month. My lawyer said, "That's like that." He said, "Yeah, it's okay." So I'm him like that. One time he came, they say he's a flight risk. He said, "Okay."
So Ibrahim, I just want to be clear that even with a lawyer, when he came to the hearing with you, he couldn't convince the board member to release you. So even with a lawyer, you were still told that you still needed to stay in prison. That's correct?
Yeah, I still need to stay in the prison. I still need a prison. So me and him, and then no one legal, they came, a lot of group was in they round in the prison. They called me, say, look at the outside. I look at outside. I don't know who is them. He said, they're here for you. They're demonstration. Okay? And see, some of them have my picture and the paper.
Sorry,
Why?
Ibrahim, when was this? Was this during your hearing or at a
No,
different hearing?
after they would come on my hearing. After hearing, then one week they take bus. They went to the Lindsay.
Oh, so all these protesters came to the prison and were
went to
protesting.
prison. Yeah. So one of the guys called me, said, Ebrahim, look at the window. Those people, they're here for you. I said, me? He said, yeah. I said, too many people. Exactly, they went over by my window too. I was sitting and watching. I was crying.
I was just going to say, how did it make you feel to see all those people there?
I was crying. I can't even look at them. I was crying. I look at them, I was crying. My roommate said, no, don't cry. Maybe they try to help you. I said, but I know they try to help me. Why they teaching me here like this, Canada? Why? I come here, I was working, I pay tax. I do a lot of volunteer. When I come to Canada, before I start working, I get my working permit. I go to church. Salters help them every week, 2, 3, 4 days. I work overtime for different locations. I do volunteer. I go help a lot of different. They ask me, why you come here every day? I said, no, I want to help you guys. He said, that's good. He said, Canada, we like that. I do too much volunteer myself in here for nothing. When they arrest me, I didn't get nothing for that. Only punishment. Only punishment.
So Ibrahim, can I just ask you, you kept going to these hearings with your lawyer, is that correct? And you were,
yeah.
And they still denied you every time?
Every time. So, and then McDonald's cat, he got tired now. He said, you know why? I need help. I'm going to go to another lawyer. Help me. That time he went to Jerry Well. He said, Jerry, I need a problem. I have a big problem here. I have this guy. They keep this guy so long in the maximum security jail. Every time he go to jail, he just say, fly risk. So I need help. I want you to join me. Jerry said, why? He said, because I don't know why. So Jerry signed my case. When Jerry signed, Jerry come. For him too, it's not easy. It's not easy. So the human right come and see me on the Red Cross.
So wait, Ibrahim, can you tell me how long you had been in prison before Jared Will got involved in your case? So this is a second lawyer.
Yeah, Jerry come out. I did like 5 years for Jerry.
Oh, so you were in prison for 5 years before
Jerry
your
came.
first lawyer said, I need some help.
Yeah.
Which is understandable given that the system was simply not letting you go.
Yeah, he said that he... Yeah, go ahead.
So Jared came in and he went to a detention review hearing with you?
Yeah.
And how did that go?
Jared came. When he came to detention review, we talk all, because that's first time we talk, we take a break. That was first time when Jerry came, they take a break, they come back. So, and then they say, I have to go back. I went back. So, and then Jerry come and see me. When Jerry come and see me, he said, those people what they're doing is not right. They know what they're doing, they're playing game, but nobody know. Because the only thing in the Canada, I hate to say that, the Canada problem is Canada. Canada is different country. Canada, a lot of things happen in Canada here, nobody know. No media know. They put everything under the table. Because
yeah, I hear what you're saying. Nobody knew you were in prison for 5 years and that you were not there because you committed a criminal offense. You were there
nothing.
Because they couldn't deport you to any place.
Yeah. So they put him in there, and then I see people in there 11 years. My own eye. He's in immigration 11 years. When they release the guy already finished. They know now he can do nothing. They release him. He can do, even they release him, he can do nothing. The guy from South Africa. 11 years for death detention. 11 years.
So Ibrahim, eventually your lawyers lose faith in the immigration detention review system, right? They don't think you're going to be released by going to these hearings every 30 days, right? I think you had maybe, how many of those hearings did you go to? If you were there for 6.5 years, it was what, 60, 70?
No, everything is 72.
You went to 72 hearings.
72 hearings, yeah.
You went 72. To 72 hearings, and every time they said you had to stay in prison.
Yeah, you have to stay. 72.
That's incredible, 72. Ibrahim.
72.
What did it feel like to go to these hearings eventually? Did you start to lose hope and just lose faith?
I just lose everything. When I go there, I just get up. When they call me, say, Ebrahim, if you got a hearing, I just get up. I go because I'm used to now. You know, the lawyer don't come all the time. You know, when I go there by myself and I see the two guys before I come, they're talking, they're laughing. When I came, they make like they don't know each. Mr. Toure, how are you? Blah, 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 blah. Okay, go back. I go back. I used to.
Ebrahim, at some point, your lawyers try something different, right? They try. So can you tell me what they advised you to try?
When they try, they went to the Toronto Star. The guy named Brandon Kennedy. It's a Toronto Star. They talked to Brandon. Brandon came interview me first time. He came with himself. He said, Toronto Star wanna see you. I said, Toronto Star? Yeah. So I went there, I sit down. He said, Ebrahim? Yeah. We talk. He said,
he came to the prison to visit you, to talk to you.
Visit me, yeah. He came alone. He had a piece of paper he writing. He said, told me what's going on. I heard about what's going on with you. It's true or it's not? I say, it's true. He said, are you here all this time? Yeah, in Canada here? He said, yeah. Are you, it's true or it's not true? I say, it's true. So we talked like almost an hour. He left. He said, I will back. I said, okay. He come back and next time. We talk again. We talk. He writes stuff. So he gone. Next time he's coming, he bring the people with him. Cameras, stuff. He interview me. He write everything. He say, Ebrahim, I think the prison here, they have Toronto Star. I say, tomorrow ask your God, Toronto Star. You're gonna be the front page, Toronto Star. I said, me? He said, I was sitting, I see the guard, because all the guard, they are my friend. All the prison guard, they are all themselves my friend. I see they jumping. Oh, thank you, Lord. Look, my friend, in top of the Toronto Star. They call me, come out, they bring me out of the prison. Stand up. Everybody watching me. See, look at, that's you. So God is working for you now. So when I would see that, I get started up. So, but every time something happen, when I go court, I go back to prison. I said, now.
So Ebrahim, did anything change after the Toronto Star shared your story? I've seen that article. It is very well written and tells your story very well. But did anything change after it was published?
Because only Toronto Star came. After Toronto Star came, he put the paper in human rights. It's come. A human rights came about 5 people.
So sorry, who came?
Human rights.
Human rights?
Yeah. They came about 5 people. 3 ladies and 2 guys. They interviewed me. When they left, following week, Red Cross came.
The Red Cross came after that.
The Red Cross come again, a lot of people. So they interview me. They gone, and then following week, I have like the seniors, like senior, the Canadian, the seniors, it's more than 20, I think it was 28 people, senior, all them elders, 80, 70, the all men's group.
Some
They came.
a seniors
Yeah,
group came to visit you.
senior group came. They say you have visit from a lot of people. I said, from where? He said, no, I don't know where they're from. So they came. They sit down line. The first guy asked me, he said, how are you? I said, I'm here. He said, don't tell me you're okay, you're not okay. I said, well, I'm still alive. He said, what's the problem? I said, I don't know. I'm here.
So Ebrahim, after the Toronto Star article was published, at your next detention review hearing, did the IRB see or talk about your Toronto Star article or mention it?
One Toronto Star came, when that come out, next morning, following day, CBSA members, they came to prison. They told me that, hey, we saw you on the Toronto Star, but it's not going to help you.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing not going to change it. It's not going to help you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
How did that make you feel when they said that to you?
When they said that to me, I was happy, but after then, all happened, it's gone. I can't eat.
Yeah.
I'm sitting. I say, I don't know what's going to happen next. So I stayed there.
So then what happened next? What did your lawyers decide to do after?
My lawyer went to the Superior Court. Jerry went to the Toronto Superior Court.
Yes, so they decided to send an apply for habeas corpus for you, right?
Yeah.
At the Ontario Superior Court.
Yeah.
Did you understand what they were doing? What the application was for?
When I was in the prison, they called me. They say, we have the court in Toronto. You have to go to Toronto. And then they remove me to Toronto Scarborough jail.
Oh, they transferred you to the Scarborough jail?
Yeah, in Scarborough jail.
Did you appear by video conference or were you able to go to the court?
I went to the court.
Okay.
In the morning, they take me to the court. Too many people come there. Too many people.
How did you feel? Were you hopeful?
When I went there, I thought maybe they're gonna release me. And then, in the judge also, when they forced, because too many people, a lot of African was there, all African and no one legal, different group come over there.
So there's a lot of people who attended, like no one is illegal. A lot of people from the West African community.
West African community come over there. Mm-hmm. So when I was sitting in the court, we went to the first courtroom, too small. Nobody, people cannot fit. The judge said we have to go to another big courtroom. So we moved to another courtroom. So that's big, it was a White House, very big. That one was full too. The judge said, hey, I'm sorry guys, that's all. We don't have no bigger place than this in here. So anyone can fit, we can make a speaker outside, you can listen. So the judge said to my lawyer, do I have somebody who can bail me up? My lawyer said yes. But when we take break, the CBS went back to the judge, told the judge, don't release him. Yeah. When the judge came, he said different thing. He said, okay, now, only thing he gonna do for me, what they do to me is wrong. They don't support put me into the prison. I support to be the holding center. So he gonna order today, move me out of me in the prison, put him in holding center.
So that day you were transferred from the prison to a holding center, not a maximum security. So you're moved from the maximum security center to a holding center.
Yeah. So when I moved to the holding center, so now when I go to court, me and the judge, we sit down life to life, see together. When I come and sit down, the lady was in my case almost 3-4 years. Every month she come in. Once she saw me live, I'm sitting, I know how she feel. When she look at me, he said, Ebrahim.
This was the woman that the The IRB, so she came to your hearing.
Yeah, the lady in member, the CB, the lady is deciding every month. Told him that go back,
Yeah.
go back.
So the board
Because,
member from the
yeah,
Immigration Refugee Board, she
immigration,
came to your
yeah,
hearing.
yeah. When that day she came, I was sitting. She look at me. He said, "Mr. Toure, it's the first time I see you without no video." When I see him, I see her eyes. She cannot even look at my eyes no more. Her head down.
She couldn't look at you in the
No, she
eyes.
cannot look at me anymore. After that, I never see that lady no more.
How many hearings did she appear as the board member for your case?
That lady, spirit I call, I think it's more than 40, 45 or 46 months.
So
That lady alone.
so that lady had decided over and over again to
Over
keep
and
you in
over.
prison
That,
for around 45 times.
45 times that lady was working with the CBSA. That
Okay.
lady was working with the CBSA. You know what the
How
CBSA.
did it make you feel to see her in the courtroom?
When I see her, she introduced me, say, finally saw me. I call. I say, oh. He said, I saw you to the final life. She looked at me like the one time, then her head down. So court finished, she never look at me. So she left. When she left, a court finished, I went back to my room because I only stayed there like 5 months. When this guy came, first time, I never see him, this judge, remember. When he came, he looked at my file. He looked through my file. He canceled the court. He said, you know what? I'm going to take this file out to me, my office. I'll look at all the file. This is too much file, but I don't know what's going on. So, but everybody go. So I'm making another court date. We all come back.
So sorry,
So
how long was the hearing at the Ontario Superior Court?
how long we do court? Say that one more time.
Yeah, how long was the hearing at the Ontario Superior Court?
How long we take it?
Yeah, how long were you sitting there? How long?
It's a whole day, 2 days.
It was 2 days.
2 days.
Did you understand everything that was going on in the courtroom?
Well, you see, let me tell you. What I was thinking is Superior Court in Toronto. What I was thinking, the judge by right. You know, they have people who judge by right. Some judge, they don't do job where job is supposed to be. They do what they want to do. Okay? Because those things do everywhere. Sometimes when we think like Africa is a place, it's not have no human right. What they do to me in Canada, Africa, they don't do nobody in the prison, nobody in this long, without no charge, nothing. No, even China, they're not gonna do it.
So Ibrahim, can I ask how long you had to wait for a decision from the court after your 2-day hearing?
After my 2-day hearing, so they move him in the holding center. I stayed there 3 months. The judge came. He told CBSA, this guy here too long. What I want you guys do, I want you guys give this guy Toronto bail program. They take him out. He go report the Toronto bail program every month. CBSA say, okay. They never did it. When he become next day, next court, she asked the Toronto bail program again. He said, listen, now I want you to put Uncle Bros on this guy, let him go. Okay? He stayed too long. It's not right. You have to do something. The CBSA don't do nothing. But the judge, he hold the file. He don't want to give it to any board member. He hold the file. When he want to come make a decision, he came. When he came, he tell CBSA, I give you guys 2 actions to do it, but nobody do it. Nobody do that. You guys don't do that. I told him bail program, they don't give me no bail program. I told them Uncle Bros, they don't do that one either. So what's the problem? This guy gonna die here? Can somebody tell me? You don't
So
do. Uh-huh.
your decision came out and it still didn't lead to your release, and your lawyers had to appeal that decision.
Yeah.
How did you feel when the judge said you were being mistreated, but it still was a legal detention?
Yeah. So still nothing happened. Nothing happened. So we don't know what can happen now. So now they told me that I have to sign a paper. They want to remove me. CBSA come to me, sign a paper. They have 5 countries in Africa. They can deport me with those countries, even I'm not from there. I sign a paper. Okay.
Sorry, can
So
I understand this correctly? You were willing to be deported to any country just as long as you could get out of detention.
yeah,
And
they
you signed
say
a paper allowing CBSA to deport you to a country in West Africa.
yeah, because it's better than me. Maybe when I go there, they look at me. I'm African. Maybe they let me out. I want to get out in the prison. I'm not a prison guy. You know. So they try Senegal. Talk to Senegalese people. Told them that we have this guy is African. With Senegal told me that no, we cannot take him. They try Guinea-Bissau. Guinea-Bissau say no. They try Mali. Mali say no. They try Sierra Leone. Sierra Leone say no. They try Gambia. Gambia say no. So now they don't have no action on that again. They come. They say we try. They don't want to take you. I said then they don't want to take you. Why you guys don't give me chance? Go me out. No, we don't want you out. We want you to stay in the prison. Okay. So I'm staying in the prison like that. Nothing happened.
This is really unbelievable. That you were willing to go anywhere. Nobody was willing to take you because you're stateless, and nobody would claim you as their citizen or even as a temporary resident. And Canada could not deport you. And despite that, they still kept you in a prison.
And then when you are in this prison, every week, 3 times in the week, they call strip search. 4 or 5 guys standing up. They call you. You came out. They take your clothes out naked. They watching you, bend down, do this, round. They're laughing at you. They give you your clothes, put your clothes back. You go put you inside the room. Another 2 days again, they come again. The same thing, strip search. I don't know what kind of strip search they're doing. You have to bend down, open your everything. They can look at. They're laughing at you. You know. Even the guards. They have some guards. They don't want foreigners. They told you go back to your country. Some guard is nice, but some guards they look like CBSA. Too much thing I see in the Canada movie. I witness even now. Sometimes when I'm sleeping here, I just get up at night time, walking around. I don't know what's going on.
Ebrahim, I'm so sorry that you had to endure that. Ebrahim, eventually, the Ontario Court of Appeal also does not, it dismisses your application for habeas corpus and you're not released. But somehow you are released, as you said, 6.5 years after you were first detained. Can you tell me how that happened? What changed in your case that finally you were able to get out of prison?
Because the guy came, released me. He's somebody, he look at the case. He read my case almost 3 months. He have my file. He checking my file. He see the file. He say, what?
Are you talking about the board member at the Immigration Refugee Board?
Yeah.
It was a new board member.
A new board member. When he came, he looked at my file 3 months. He don't want to give it to nobody. He keep it. He read it, he check it. He said that, I don't know what's the problem. Because I didn't see nowhere they say this guy is in danger society or danger republic. I never see that. Only fly risk. What's flight risk mean? We call flight risk for somebody like this for this long. What? He said he decided. He called me. He said, "Do you have friend? They can bail you up." I said, "Yeah, I have friend." He said, "Give me the number." In the courtroom, when they called my friend, he was here at work construction. He just lucky he answered the phone. He asked me, "I say, Mr. Magiraga, do you know Ebrahim Toure?" He said, "Yeah." He said, "How do you want to visit him in the prison?" He said, "I want to visit him." He said, "When you will release him now, you have place for him to stay?" He said, "He can sleep in my room, no problem." He said, "Are you really gonna take him?" He said, "Yeah." He said, "Are you gonna pay some money?" He said, "Yeah." CBS said, "No, now you wanna do that, they have to pay $10,000 to come out."
$10,000.
Yeah. The board member say, "Excuse me, $10,000, yeah." For him, yeah. I wanna release him for his own, not money. He said, "No, he can't do that." He said, yeah, I can do whatever. He can tell me what to do. I gotta make a decision. $10,000 for what? Why are you gonna get $1,000 for? To come out? What did he do? He can't pay no $10,000. He said, okay. So now, so we have some things can we tell you before he release him? He said, "What's your condition?" He said, "We want him to stay in the house arrest." Georgie said, "No, you can't put him in the house arrest for what?" He said, "Okay, can you put him in the middle and he's the uncle?" Georgie said, "I'm the one who say you guys a long time, you guys don't do that." Now we say that, "No, I'm not gonna do that." And then he told the judge, "Can we find another couple countries in Africa? We can deport him." Georgie said, "No, he's not from there. How are you gonna deport them? You can't do that." Georgie said, "Only thing I can tell you, he can do, he go report every month in immigration. That's it. Only thing I can give you, guy. He can do it." So no
So
problem.
if I understand this clearly, CBSA asked for you to be in house arrest. They asked for an ankle
Yeah,
bracelet. They
yeah,
asked for a $10,000 bond.
yeah.
And the judge said no to everything
No,
and said, the only thing I'm going to impose as a condition is that you report to CBSA once a month.
CBS a month to month. No, they say every week. CBS says the judge said no, every month one, not every week. But CBS offer every week. Judge said no.
So after this hearing, were you released then?
After the hearing, I was sitting. The judge told me that, "Mr. Ture, my lawyer sitting, Toronto Star sitting, my two lawyers sitting, a lot of people come in the courtroom." I was sitting. The judge told me, "Mr. Ture, how are you?" I'm sitting. He said, "I want to give you news. Maybe you never have this news before your life." I don't know what he's going to say. So I'm sitting. He said, "Mr. Ture, after today, I release you. You out of the prison today. So please stand up." When he said that, my leg, I want to get up, but my leg cannot move. I cannot stand up. I'm sitting. George said, "Please stand up. I want to see you stand up." I try to stand up. My legs is not there. My lawyer came and the interpreter, they came help me to pull him up. George said, "No, let him sit down. Let him sit down." I know. He cannot get up. So I see people screaming, so people crying, screaming. I'm sitting. And then they want to bring the wheelchair. They put him in the wheelchair, taking me out in the courtroom. So when I get out in the wheelchair, when I went upstairs, so they help me, take me upstairs. So when I reach over there, the prison guard, they announce in the speaker, I hear, everybody can hear, "Mr. Ture are released today." Everybody. So everybody come in my room, guard, give me hug. And then the superintendent in the holding center, he said, "I'm gonna do something today." It never happened. I don't know what he's gonna do. He ordered pizza every unit, everyone. Coca-Cola and pizza. He said, everybody take pizza and Coca-Cola.
Everybody had a pizza party.
A pizza party. He said, this is for you. I'm happy for you. You're a good guy. You don't deserve what you got here like that. I'm so happy.
Ibrahim, what day was that?
Huh?
What day was that? Do you remember
It
what
was,
day?
it was they released me on the August. I think it was August 17. I get up on the 18th.
So what year?
It was 2018.
So you were arrested in 2013.
Yeah.
And you were released in 2018.
And 18 in August.
That's a significant amount of time.
So
you must have been so relieved.
Well, one day called me, I have to go out. Too many people outside. The immigration come to me. They told me that God told them they go after they release me because too many people outside. I said, I can't do that. I can't do that. They supposed to release me 11 o'clock. I get up like 1 o'clock. I'm sitting my time pack. Everybody waiting for me outside. So final, they come and say, get up, let's go. When I come outside, I see too many people. I don't know what to do. I look at everybody like this. I look around, I see too many people. I don't know what happened. Where the people coming from? White, black, India, Chinese, every different people. They don't know me, they never meet me, but they hear my name. Everybody came.
That must have been an amazing experience, Ebrahim.
When I come out, they make big party for me downtown. No one legal. They bring too many people, lawyers. A lot of people came over there. Too many people. They bring all different food. I went there. I'm coming to my friends. We stay there all day. They play music. We eating different food. They're taking video. They say today is like day for us to Canada. Now we look like we're in Canada.
Well, congratulations, Ebrahim.
You know, so I see two men. When I want to talk to you while immigration detention, you're gonna take 2 days. We cannot finish. You cannot finish. I see too much. I see too much.
So Ebrahim, can you tell me? You're still in Canada. How do you feel about the fact that you're still here and now you're free?
I'm free, but free. I want to be free. When I say I want to be free, I want to have something because this is every month to go see the immigration. You go to see them. You come back. You wanna move. You have to tell them anything you wanna do. You have to tell them. I'm not a person, but my life is still controlled.
Yeah, you're still not fully free. You are still being controlled, and you're still being monitored.
I'm still in control because I can't do nothing on my own. I can't do nothing on my own. Everything I wanna do, they have to know what I'm doing.
What do you wish for yourself for the future, Ebrahim?
Well, this place, Canada, I want to be part of this country. It's a good country. When I see the country, I like Canada. People ask me why you don't go to America. I see America, I see Canada. But I choose Canada to be Canadian. I want to have a family here. I want to be part of everybody in this country. I love the country. It's a good country for me. It's my dream. I want to be part of this country like everybody. I'm not a criminal. I'm an innocent guy. I got a promise. When they release me, I want to be part of like everybody in Canada. It's a good country. I love it here. I love this country. I want to be part of this country.
I really hope that becomes a reality for you, Ebrahim.
I want to be part of this country. I want to have a family here to live this country myself. Forget about what's past. One day I'm teaching people what happened to me.
You are right now.
know.
I think it takes so much courage to share your story. I'm really grateful. I just can't believe how much you've had to endure and how resilient you are, how brave you are. I am amazed at the composure you have when you're talking about your experience.
No, I want to be part of this country. I see too much. I see too
Mhm.
much, but sometimes that is life, you know.
Yeah.
That is life. I never go to jail in my country, but when I come here, they protest me. My life was in danger. Still, I'm sick. I'm still sick because when I was living in the prison, I have diabetes. I got under jail. I have mental problem. You know, I have too much problem in this prison. Too much, too much, too
Mhm.
much, too much.
Well, Ibrahim, I'm really grateful to you for sharing your experience, your words. Thank you so much.
No problem.
Migration Conversations is created and hosted by me, Professor Jamie Liu, and produced by University of Ottawa Tech Law Fellow June Gleed. This podcast was made possible with the guidance and assistance of University of Ottawa Tech Law Fellow Ritesh Kotak, Carleton University graduate student Rachel McNally, as well as the generous support of Carleton University and the University of Ottawa shared online projects and initiatives. You can find more Migration Conversations episodes on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, and YouTube with closed captions. Thank you for listening, and a special thank you for all the guests who have shared their experiences publicly.